Well, good morning. 10:34 down here, 11:34 up there, I guess. I think it's still daylight savings time up there. I don't know. I don't pay much attention because I never have to set my clock down here, so it's to me that's just cool. We can tell what time of the year it is by how hot it is, and it's pretty damn hot right now. Anyhow, what do we got going here? Oh, Harris is making a lot of noise now. Now we got something really good going on with her. She's starting to speak out, and she got really upset saying that Trump is unstable and not fit to be president. Well, if you watch any television or any of his rallies, full coverage and whatnot, you can bet you're pretty sure he's not all there. But you have to watch the whole thing because the people that do the selective cuts I don't trust. So you have to watch the whole shebang. All right. Trump stops his stock on the Trump media thing is about $35 a share now. And I watched something on the CNN. I'm not sure if it was on the TV or if it was on the CNN online interview with this guy who's into the stocks for CNN. And he was saying that the stock started rising when Trump started doing a little bit better, and what they in the election, and what they're saying now is that it's geared to the election. They say that if he wins, that stock is going to be a moneymaker for anybody that's got it. If he loses, there's going to be a lot of very seriously broke people out there. It's a very dangerous stock when it's geared to the personality of a whack job. And that's basically what they're saying. They're saying that it's geared to him, and it's just it's a very dangerous thing because as soon as he's elected president, he's going to sell that stock, and he's going to take that money and put it someplace, where the sun don't shine. So that could be, he's going to dump the stock, and that's just, if I was him, I'd dump it tomorrow morning because it's his chance to make money. You'll be able to tell how he feels if he dumps it prior to the election. And if you need examples of his craziness, just watch some of the videos they're putting up. And granted, I don't like these. They're selective. Well, this one isn't selective. This one's actually for real. Trump was at a rally, I don't remember what state it was in. I think it was Pennsylvania, anyhow, yesterday. And when it was supposed to be a question and answer period of time, he stopped the question and answering and played music videos for 30 minutes and danced to them. Now, I don't know about you. But first of all, watching Trump's dance is just a little bit of comic relief, but it's not really something I want to watch because it upsets me. And because I don't think he even knows what music he's listening to. He likes YMCA. He asked them to play that. And I was pretty sure that they were given a cease and desist order for playing that. But I guess if you're playing it in a music list, it's different than if you're playing it to promote yourself. I don't know how that worked out, but that was the way he worked it. There was a way he worked around that cease and desist order. Anyhow, and I haven't seen anything about them, the boys complaining or anything about. I don't know how many of those gentlemen are still alive because that was a long time ago, and they weren't kids when they made that. Well, I'm sitting here and I'm starting to sweat, and it's 10 o'clock. This is going to be a rough day in Columbia, folks. Pray for rain. And going back to, let's stay with I told you, Trump went to the 30-minute dance routine, which is really ridiculous. And then going back to Harris now, Harris has agreed to a Fox interview. Now, depending on how that goes, if it's a legitimate interview and they ask the right questions and she answers the right way, this could be a home run for her. But if she goes on and does a Trump double talk about it, then it's a waste of time and energy, and it'll probably hurt her really bad. It's a dangerous thing to do when you go to the opponent's home court, And you say, well, Trump did it. He goes over to 60 Minutes. Those have been his home courts for years. That the problem is that he goes over there now and they're not, and that upsets him. But when he wasn't running for president, he was on 60 Minutes a lot. He was on Stern. Stern liked him. He was a good friend. They were sort of friendly and everything. Now it's not. Stay away from me, man. You're definitely losing your mind. And for Stern to tell somebody else they're losing their mind, that's a big deal. I'm probably losing mine as I sit here. Because now I'm cleaning my keyboard. That just shows you how my mind fluctuates. Did I say that right? Wow, I can still use them big words. Damn, maybe I am all right. But anyhow, I like Harris. I think there's more she can say. Still go a little deeper, and hopefully, if she gets on Fox, she'll do that. Because there's a lot of danger signs out there. I mean, nobody's reporting anymore on the fact that Trump and his mega party has been training somewhere between 6,000 and 10,000 people to replace all the civil service workers in the Capitol, so that they can't argue with him. I mean, all he wants is yes people. All right. And you saw what Hitler did to people, and Hitler and Putin do to people that don't agree with them. They just sort of disappear, or they're found dead in a subway tunnel or something, And that's pretty much the way he wants to go. I don't know whether he has the balls to actually do all that, but he's got people working for him that do. Mike Flynn saying this is going to be the worst ever. Second term, they're I've already read an article that says there's no way, the way things are set up now, Trump has ensured the fact that they cannot get a definitive, unless it's a total freaking landslide, they can't get a definitive answer on who won the election the night of the election because of the Electoral College. It's going to take a couple of days. And this is where Trump gets an advantage, because he's going to go in and start screaming, stop the vote, stop the vote, stop the vote. I won, this is it, And I think that if he does that, I think there's a good chance there'll be some sort of violence. And I don't think I don't think he can survive a second term no matter what he does. I think health-wise, and I've said this before, that he's uncontrollable for the party donors and whatnot, the people that put the money up for him. And, he'll throw him a bone, he'll throw him a tax cut, but some of the other stuff, the immigrant, look, he tried to build a wall, it didn't work. So I'm not so sure his huge plan to use the military and whatnot to deport all these people is going to work, because a true deportation, the country has to agree to accept them back. A lot of people don't know that. They have to be willing to accept you back. If they have a problem with you, then you're not coming in. Or you're going to jail when you come in. But that's not. that he doesn't care about that. He thinks he can just shove all these people in planes and get rid of them, and that the Army's going to take it, round them all up. The minute these people start running, you'll never find them. Look, these people, some of these people are used to hanging out in the mountains and stuff like that. And the Army's only, what are you going to use? Technology? Drones? Well, the days are different now, where people didn't understand drone technology and radar technology and all that stuff. Now people, just about everybody understands it, so there's ways of blocking it. We have some of the best hackers in the world working for the government and working independently. They just don't. They're more content to hack high school records and stuff like that. But they can, because they want to do it for money. But if they decide to do it for pleasure, it's going to get a little nasty out there, So I just don't know how that's all going to work out. I'm starting to sweat like a dog again. I don't know whether that's me or if it's the weather. Well, the sun's out, but it's also starting to, I don't know whether that's cloud up or if that's pollution out there. You can't tell down here. You just have to try to catch the color of the air, or if you can't breathe, then it's not clouds, it's pollution. All right, so what's going on? We watched the Thursday night football game last night. Buffalo and Jets. The Jets did all right. I think it's time. I mean, I watch Aaron, and he said he had one of the best games ever. And I looked at him, and I'm saying, this is an old guy playing football. You had to give it to Tom Seaver. Tom Seaver looked like a young guy playing football right up to his last pass. This guy is. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, he flings the ball. He doesn't really pass it. And he's lucky that these guys can catch it, that he's got guys that he knows. But these guys that he knows are getting older every day, too. So, I don't know how much more punishment Lazar can take. The ex-Green Bay player that I don't know how old he is. I don't know how much more punishment he can take. And they whack, every chance they get, they whack it. Rodgers. I don't think Rodgers is a well-liked player in the league. I mean, everybody says he is. And he's respected and everything. So maybe he's respected, but I don't think he's super well-liked by other people that he plays against and whatnot. His arrogance has a tendency to piss people off, So, we'll wait and see there. I think the Giants are ready to hack the head coach, and they will probably draft for a quarterback, and they'll probably be in a good position to draft a top-tier quarterback. But there are, and the reason that people don't want to come and play on that team, is because they first of all, they're poorly coached, they're poorly managed from a general manager's point of view. I don't think they have the greatest ownership in the world, and like I said, they're pretty predictable. They don't do any really creative offensive plays, and that's because I don't think they have the talent. Everybody says, "Oh, look at that play! Wow, that coach he dreamed that out." No, man, he had players that could pull that off. Kansas City has players that could pull that off. Detroit has players on their offensive line. They say it's the best offensive line in football because they can pull this crap off. The Giants are getting better at that. Their offensive line, anyhow. The problem is they need a quarterback that can throw accurately, and they need backs that can block the what do they call it again? The rush, prevent sacks and whatnot. I don't know. I think the game Sunday afternoon looks like it's going to be has the possibility of being a real good game. You got a hungry 49er team that's just on the cusp of turning it all around again. You got the Chiefs who, you know, they're good, but they're just a hair away from being great. So those two teams playing each other. It's early in the season for a game like that, you know, but what the hell, you know, I'm going to watch it Sunday afternoon. What can I tell you? You know, it's just the way it is. I'll keep an eye out for that Fox interview, so I'll let you know when it is. Or I'll go back and read the article. Maybe they say when they're going to do it. I'm sure I'll try to watch it, and I'm sure a lot of you will too. All right, let's call it a day. It's Tuesday. See you tomorrow.